Now you can do it together, but alone. Wet mooses, spider queens, dragonflies, and cyclops deer people is only a few of the monsters you'll run from in this world. You'll also freeze, succumb to the heat, starve, and suffer from severe mental distress. Coming into this video, I have 100 days of experience from the original Don't Starve game. But enough with these introductions. I played 100 days of Don't Starve together, but alone. Survivor select. There's a lot more characters here, so maybe we're not going with Wilson then. Enters the constant with nothing in hand. Odds of survival slim, grim, slim, grim, slim, grim, none. Well, odds of survival isn't very good for any of these characters. Willow, protected by her cuddly bear. Bernie. Wolfgang, works hard to grow mighty. Soulless automaton. He's got pliers and whatever that is. The performance artist excels in battle, absorbs the power of fallen foes, performs well under pressure, only eats meat. Even though her sanity roof was low and perhaps in need of food a little more, we went with Vigfrid for her experience in battle. She also starts with her own battle spear, helm, and 4 juicy clubs of meat. I didn't mess about with any settings of the world. Everything is default going in, and I've also set a few goals or challenges, if you will, that would be fun to accomplish during these 100 days. Survive the initial 5 days, survive 50 days in one attempt, explore and discover the meaning of the chessboard, kill and establish dominance over at least one boss, clear 1 cave. Clear, I don't know, discover, maybe explore. What's this up here? Music. 0 music. Scrapbook updated. Scrapbook. This needs more investigation. You can investigate things. More on these functions later. Alright, this is gonna be day 1, hour 0 of our 100 days of Don't Starve together. Pumpkin lantern. Whoa, do you wish to fight, vegetable? Whew. This lady had a fighting attitude right out the gate. The savannah. How do I find the map? That's the starting point. Okay, and we're already at the savannah. Maybe we can find some beefalo in the beginning here. For those who do not know, Don't Starve is a survival game. You have these 3 icons that indicate your hunger, health points, and your mental state, measured in sanity. The world tends to strip you of all 3, and you have to take action. And this game does not hand you anything on a silver platter. It's up to you to fuck around and find out. I went out for the basics. Grass, twigs, I even collected a few flower petals to craft the legendary garland. Oh, they've changed the water in this one. It's actual water now. Beautiful. I do like the style of the other one though. Look cool. It didn't take long until I ran into something unfamiliar. What? Raised dirt. Who's under there? Hello? What did I just kill? We just smacked a ground mole on its head, giving us a morsel. My hunger had already gone down quite a bit, so I tried to shove a few seeds down my throat. Oh yeah, I already forgot. She only eats meat. I can't do anything with carrot and berries, except if I maybe if I create a crock pot. This little lady is going to cause quite the commotion, isn't she? Oh, and before I forget, I've got a minigame for you guys. Find the Waldos. I've hidden 4 known YouTubers and a random game character throughout this video. See if you can find all 5 and let me know if you do. Alright? Back to the video. Pick up broken terrarium. I don't need 3 lanterns, do I? Place. Oh, so maybe I don't need to make a fire if I have one of those pumpkin lanterns. Birch nut. There's just so many new things that I'm not gonna have any knowledge of. But I have a torch now. With the torch, I can probably continue through the night. Something I didn't do in the base game. With the night comes the terrors. If you're not near any source of illumination, the shadows will take you. One day is 8 minutes in total, and it's divided into 3 stages. Day, dusk, and night. Be wary of the night. I got myself an axe and gathered myself a few pieces of wood. We got bees! My man. I finally found the new expanded crafting menu. Oh, okay. It was a little overwhelming at the time, so I didn't stay in gloom at it for too long. Before jumping into this breathing butthole of a wormhole, I cooked a few pieces of meat to satiate myself. That was a sloppy adventure, and I've lost quite a wee bit of sanity. But we have gold here, don't we? I figured we're going towards summer due to the melting ice. In the base game of Don't Starve, you get 2 seasons, summer and winter, where winter is the big challenge, as summer does not offer any particular dangerous elements. In Don't Starve Together, you're supposed to get all 4 seasons, where summer also have an element of danger. With my trusty pickaxe, I slammed every rock I could find with gold veins, and I found my first victims. Come here. Spiders can provide you with both silk and glass for different crafting options. Woohoo! Ouchie mamas. It's just 2 hits. 8. Oh, do you get like a ultimate maybe when you fill this up with the blood of your enemies? It's actually an inspiration meter, unique to our character, Vigfrid. Higher inspiration yields a higher damage output. This is still unknown to us, by the way. Attacking one spider must have alerted the hive mind. This is almost too easy right now. How many spiders is there? There's a whole nest. There's a whole nest. Oh, I get sanity as well? That's almost overpowered. Chopping off legs here, taking notes, taking names. You're not gonna be dangerous, are you? No, because I can just... Oh, shit. I almost made a boo-boo. You can't place a campfire when it's blackout dark. Oh, for fuck. Oh, yeah. I can make a torch, maybe. Woo-wee! A reverse ostrich joined the raid, but I was taking punches left and right, so I decided to leave the fight for another day. Actually, maybe I can just cook the monster meat now, get some benefits, and then just go kill spiders to regain my sanity and my HP that I'm gonna lose when I'm eating the monster meat. I got enough gold to build myself a science machine, which enables more options in the menu. This game seems to offer 10 times the items the base game did. It did not make the decision making any easier. It's like walking through an IKEA without a shopping list. I'm feeling maybe a little bit overwhelmed now, but I knew I needed charcoal to make crock pots and cook up a few different dishes. We can't solely survive on these meat sticks. I crafted a battle hunt to replace my dinged up old one and a new picking axe so I could continue to gather rocks and gold. This necklace idiot was being territorial, so I banged him up real good, which gave me a few pieces of meat. Petals, I don't need to put up, I don't need them. I don't need to make a garland when I have this kind of power. Yes, come on, just try and kill me. Maybe they're gonna succeed actually. Yellow spiders and I'm being yellow. The yellow one seems to deal more damage, so I skedaddled away from the pack for now. I have enough gold. I have enough rocks. So I moved away from Rock Haven and made myself towards new biomes. I also needed to stock up on logs, so I chopped a few trees on the way. What are those? Those antlers look pointy. Oh no. There's a guy in a tree costume over here. Are they walking in herds now? They seem docile enough as long as Saruman is not around and cutting down their forest. One of their victims left me a miner's hat and a few nuggets of gold. Suspicious marble. Can I carry stuff? That's way too heavy. Maybe I can smash it if I get a hammer. Oh, food. Carrying all that weight made me realize I was mighty hungry. I picked up the torch I had just disregarded because I was in need of charcoal for crockpots. And there isn't much else you can do except... Arson is the name of the game. That's what I can do. That's the only thing I know how to do. What are these trees? Lumpy evergreen. Takes forever for them to burn. You sometimes also get ashes from burned stuff, but it does not seem to be dropping consistently. Engulfed in fire, I got a first taste of what hot temperatures will do to me. Hot. I need bag space. Why didn't I make a bag? By hell's fire, what's going on? What? Items and material right next to the fire also seems to be affected by it. Day 4. Another day and I've reached my first goal. Survive 5 days. One of the easiest challenges, but I was happy nonetheless. I got away with 34 charcoal in the end with a bonus of 5 ashes. So we went back to our science machine and got busy building our crockpots. I'm actually gonna make 2 right away. No, I'm not, because I don't have any twigs. Cooking monster meat together with carrots as fillings produces meatballs, but I decided to replace the 4th carrot and try something else. Can I use spider glands? No. Charcoal? No. Flint? Gold, maybe. Gold's nutritious. You need gold. Twigs? I had a hunger emergency, so I tried out our new monster meat strategy, growing more insane for each bite we took. I need both sanity and health. How many are you? That's a swarm. The hive mind was back in full force. You're too many. I don't like this. I do not like this. You're too many. I don't think I always appreciate the danger I'm in. Here I'm stopping to harvest my crockpot as well as shoving it in my face at the same time. What's this? Kebabs? Oh yeah, because of the twigs. Okay, I'm tired of you guys now. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, just walk away. Walk away, idiots. I should find a space to put down a base. A space for a base. Going through the forest looking for twigs, I realized I haven't seen any actual saplings that usually provide twigs. All I found has been laying on the ground. Are these guys friendly or are they gonna attack me? Yeah. As long as I don't do anything, they seem alright. Gnomette! There's 3 gnomes! Look at her. She's got 2 husbands. I found a snail scale for all my snail weighing needs, which as of now is non-existent. Mini glacier. Probably something important that I don't know of yet. So it can't be... Oh, well, if there's mini glaciers here, it can't be summer. Maybe it's spring. It might be autumn, going towards winter. I'm not sure. You can't be wrong if you shut out all possible options. I was roaming around rather aimlessly because I didn't know what I wanted to craft next, nor where a suitable location would be for a base. I punched a few spiders in the gut before deciding I would go back to my science machine and check check what materials I need to gather for a backpack.
Valhalla, who hates you? Egg. Stupid egg.
This inventory is just all out of space. I can... shoot. I need another twig. I just need one twig. Toy cobra. Don't want to mess with no snakes. Danger noodles. I couldn't find any twigs in the area, so I jumped through the nearest wormhole to leave the region and give me opportunity elsewhere. I appeared near a deciduous forest and was gladly met with a couple of twigs on the ground. Success. I also ran across another ground mole and stomped him in his face.
You stay away, you big-eyed bitch. And you small-eyed bitch. You stay away too.
Now I don't have any rocks. I need 2 rocks. I didn't need 2 rocks. I accidentally pressed the icon before, reserving the material so you can place the machine anywhere you want later on, indicated by the icon being blue. I was hungry and the only meat I had was type O monster, so I cooked and ate what pieces I could.
Maybe I should be a little bit more careful with the monster meat.
I needed to remedy my brain slowly rotting away. My current countermeasure is combat, and I found these pond residents. With one swing, I offended the whole vertebrate community, and more frogmen showed up.
These little buggers. And this one? What are you? You're a merman. I remember your kind. You were dangerous people last time. Freshwater fish. That can't be meat. That can't be meat. I'm gonna remove the carrots.
Removing the carrots was a grave mistake. I could have used them for crockpot fillings.
Holy moly.
The big dark tardigrade is here because of my sanity. They pop up quite early when your mental state is in decline, but when you are really low, they also become hostile. I killed the taste buds that were after me, increasing my sanity with a few points, getting the shadow monster off my back.
They're removing stuff from my inventory. Stop taking all my stuff. No, my battle helm.
I made a run for it and they eventually gave up so I could collect all my stuff. At the same time, I checked if I had enough to make another battle helm. I am weak without it.
I could actually just pick up 1 or 2 flowers. It's not gonna kill me, right? It actually helps.
It actually does help. I thought I wouldn't need to pick flowers a few days into the attempt. I do believe I got a little too cocky there after the spider massacre of day number 2. I got this mad fishman down with a whopping 1% durability left on my spear. I tried to celebrate with pushing a few flower petals in my face to restore HP, but that doesn't work. I tend to forget that Vigfrid is one picky eater. I instead cooked and ate my fresh seawater fish.
Why does that decrease my sanity?
The animation level for my sanity dropping under a certain percent could not have been timed better.
Does it decrease my sanity when I eat one of these as well?
It tricked me.
No?
With enough materials for a backpack, I started making my way back to our science machine.
If I would have been any other character, I feel like I would have been dead by now.
Yes. All hail Vigfrid, the Viking warrior.
Am I getting wet? Is that a thing?
Another enemy to avoid. H2O. Wetness can have severe effects. In later stages of high wetness, you can even freeze to death. I found food sleeping on beefalo. I collected their droppings, which surprisingly was still intact.
Keep the sun and rain at bay. Hounds will come here soon and attack us. That's fine because we are... Who were we? Wilfrida? Wilfrida?
It's Vigfrid, you bongo. I got into a very unfamiliar situation of feeling comfortable while playing this game, both combat-wise and in the survival aspect. But we'd only survived 6 days so far.
You get sanity for just hitting people?
Indeed you do. Love it! I picked up a few flowers for a possible posh parasol in case of rain. I don't think it's as effective as an umbrella, but it could offer me some protection from the rain.
Hello? Oh, there's an all-out brawl here. Mermen against pig people.
Mermen cleaned up my kinsmen. I could not let this slide. What would I tell our king? My future children. A dog joined the party, so I sent him off together with a fishman. I left the freshwater fish as I thought it would hurt my sanity from before, and unfortunately forgot about the good pig meat just laying around there.
Hallelujah! Rejoice! We're gonna get some rocks. We're gonna have science machine all over the map at this rate, because I'm not making a base. I haven't found a good spot. I want to find the pig king. That was the best spot ever.
I placed down a new science machine so I could finally make myself a
backpack. A backpack. Yes.
I also wanted to make a log suit, but I was missing a few pieces of wood. I had, however, collected enough petals to make myself a posh parasol. Getting back to the science machine, I noticed a funky science dance and a present up in the top left corner.
It's cosmetics. Yeah, confirm. What? Oh, don't scare me like that. What the fuck?
My tummy growled with hunger, so I cooked a few hoppity legs to satiate myself before moving out. I still need more rocks for additional crockpots.
Investigate suspicious dirt pile. I don't know what these actually do. They didn't do anything for me in the other game. I think I tracked like 2 or 3, but nothing happened.
I got back to the scene of the crime where I found the missing meat from before, and a copycat killer was on the loose. I then tracked a few more dirt piles. I mined a nearby rock and finally found my first touchstone.
It holds me back from Valhalla.
A touchstone works as a resurrection stone. When you die, it revives you, working as an extra life. As I was low on rocks, I mined a few nearby pebbles, collecting 23 rocks so I could also craft a
hammer.
With my blunt object, I tear down the pig spikes for their pigskin.
Oh, you get twigs. Perfect. Perfect. I'm on fire. I feel great. I'm on fire. I decided to wait with my attack until the beefalo was sleeping. Oh, it's just one. Perfect.
Or so I thought.
Oh, there's another one now.
Oh, not just one.
Oh, they stopped. Perfect. No, there's so many of them. It's this one. It's this one. It's that one. We need to kill that one. Keep an eye on him. No, where is he? I lost him. Leave me alone, beefalo. Leave me alone. Ooh, a little kitty cat. Now, this is what I'm talking about.
Finally, my meaty friend was all alone.
That's so much HP. It's ridiculous. When are you going to die? We got the wool.
After the beefalo hunt, I gathered wood and cooked 2 clubs of meat and my remaining frog legs.
Kitty cat, can I kill you? Don't spray me with your piss.
I was on a high, thriving.
What you gonna do when the pine cones come for you? Bad boys, bad boys.
I collected a few green caps and tried to plunder this hollow stump, but there was nothing to pillage. During the night, the green caps was replaced by blue caps. I picked up a new trail and killed 2 felines, chopping off one of their tails.
I've lost the tracks. What are we going to set out to do? I think winter is at like day 20, if they haven't changed anything in this game. I've discovered quite a bit of this area here. Oh, there's another wormhole there. If I die, shouldn't I have some stuff at my touchstone? It might be good to have like a side B at a touchstone, actually. Even if it's not my side A, a side B might be nice if you die.
It was time to set up a real base, which requires a few planks of wood. So I set out and chopped me some logs.
Yeah, you're surprised to see me. I'm surprised to see me as well. I mean, it's day 10 and I'm still alive, baby. Scale chest. Fireproof. That's what I need.
I built my first chest and stored away what materials I could spare for a worst case scenario. I then built a fire pit.
Right on time, baby. Right on time.
And crafted a crock pot. While the pot brewed, I gathered the nearby grass before harvesting my new dish.
Kebabs.
I also tried a new recipe with 1 meat, 1 green cap and 2 twigs. It was rather unsuccessful.
Wet goop.
I made a few more dishes, got myself armor in the form of a log suit and crafted a bug net to catch bees. But I was still missing quite a few minerals for a proper base.
Oh my god. There's so much. And ice. Let's take a second here. Ice. What do you need ice for? You can have it in your drink. It's got cooling properties, but I'm thinking when summer comes, it's going to melt anyway. Maybe you can craft something. I can't type ice. I can type ice. Oh, it's ice cubes that you get, right? Ice cube. Science on the rocks. Okay, so you just get an ice cube.
This game does not offer any help, so if you want to know the function of something, you have to craft it.
So I took a little break. When I booted up the game again, I was going into this world, Baba Ganoush's world, as you know. And as you can see, it says forest only. But I checked it out, and you can actually add caves. I'm gonna add caves. We're gonna resume the world.
Now we have to go out and get ourselves more meat, as I've used up all our sources of protein.
Merely a table. It's merely a table. No worries, merely a table.
I collected the nearby berries for filling, so I don't need to stuff the crockpots full of meat. And close by, I found a few flowers and a
gigantic beehive?
I quit my bug catching net and caught myself a few buggers, pissing off the killer bees in the process.
Oh, I'm being surrounded. They have adapted. They've learned. They're evolving.
A couple of dogs came by. I killed them and got their monster meat so I could fill up my tummy a bit, all while keeping an eye on my sanity level. I found a stage and swapped clothes with a mannequin.
Perform. Okay, what's happening? Act 1. Yeah, scene 1. Off script, it's all gone wrong. I don't want to do it now. It's dark. Get my clothes back. Mamma mia. You scared the living shit out of me.
I gave up on my dreams and found a twiggy tree, which I thought might be the equivalent of saplings in this game. Then the terrifying night came once more.
Oh, what the oh, shit. Yeah. Did you see the hand? It just extinguished itself. Do not fuck me, stagehand. Don't you ever try and fuck me.
North of the stage, I found a statue and tried to pick these flowers, but it was just monstrous wolves disguised as flowers. No worries though, as they were all one-hit wonders. They dropped what looked like wardrobe options, possibly for the theater play we just screwed up. Might be a side mission.
These frogs are making me thirsty.
I found a spider nest and took the opportunity to smack their faces in with my battle spear for their meat and silk. But I didn't pick up their silk, so I don't know why I attacked their nests. I guess I just hate spiders.
Oh my lord. Look at all that potential honey, but I can't attack it. Maybe I need the actual beekeeper hat for that one.
I couldn't extract any honey from the giant beehive, so I went ahead and caught a few regular-sized bees and got their honeycombs instead. You need your own honeycomb if you're to build your own bee farm. I thought I ran into one of those mystical chessboard at first, but it was just another statue hideout. There was one of those mechanical creatures guarding it though.
His neck is like a spring. We made it.
I then ransacked another hornet's nest and admired the gigantic beehive one last time before moving back towards our camp.
You look delicious. Om nom 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 nom.
I could just feel that golden liquid touch my tongue and solve all my nutritional needs.
Where might you be, Mr. Beehive? Are there no beehives? I'm like confused. They have removed it.
No, they haven't. You just need to build an alchemy machine before you unlock the prototype for a beehive. I was hoping to catch a few mermen in the swamp.
Ah la 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 la.
I was in real trouble. I don't know if one bites the dust right away when hunger reaches 0, or if you just start taking damage periodically until you either die or solve the situation. I snagged the first available slag of meat, ran away, cooked it, and shoved it down my throat as quickly as I could.
It's all about survival here. Ooh. Thank you.
I killed the remaining spiders and murdered my starving bees, which gave me both honey and a stinger. I still needed more meat. These goats were on my radar at first, but they were too quick for me. I found these monuments that I tried to smack to pieces with my hammer, but was unable to do so. They got a spot in the compendium though.
Oh no, you just flew away. Go in for a landing, sir. Get back here. I'm gonna die trying to get food.
I tried to find that one bird that wouldn't understand the concept of danger.
And here I was super cocky in the beginning here. Oh, this character is overpowered and I can't find any food.
What did you expect? You're in the middle of the desert. No water, bone remains, and vultures flying over, waiting to strike. I found a straw roll you can use to get some sleep.
Sanity is going down. I need to kick ass, take names, take their meat, chew bubble gum.
I found more marble statues, this time in the shape of different trees, and I gave the goats another shot. I went back to spider-infested territory, and it was indeed a desperate move, as my sanity was getting a little on the low side as well. If I were to eat too much of that rancid meat, we would get into a world of problems. I also cooked my blue calves, but as you know...
Oh, I can't eat them because... Why do I have you?
Back to the drawing board and more desperate measures.
Yes, that's a lot of monster meat. That's a lot of good stuff.
Oh. All this hustling for food made me run out of wood with all the campfires I had made with my little emergencies. So I chopped some more and then jumped back into the hamster wheel of killing spiders, gaining a few points of sanity to then lose it all again when satiating myself with a few pounds of rancid meat.
I'm in a pickle. I'm in a pickle. I'm in a pickle, I'm in a pickle. I'm gonna try sleeping.
Sleeping replenishes health points as well as sanity, but it drains your hunger.
You're not sleeping through the night? What's the meaning of using that then?
Now that I had a few pieces of monster meat on me, I decided to try and obtain a better source of protein. So I went out looking for beefalo.
Oh yeah, because... Duh, what a doofus I am. The days are getting shorter. Of course we're going towards winter.
And our last days to prepare for winter is running out. It's going to hit us somewhere in between day 20 and day 22. Being satiated at the expense of your mental health? Beggars can't be choosers. My level of comfort had almost hit rock bottom now. I went towards the savannah through the swamp, hoping to find a few taste buds near this pond.
Of course there's no frogs here. Of course.
Low on grass, I harvested what I could on my way. It was already day 16 now, and there was nothing about this survival attempt that screamed survival. I had to start looking into winter clothes so that I would not freeze to death in an instant. There was just one problem. I couldn't find any in the menu. I might have found a solution for my mental problems though.
Classiest hat of all. Ooh, I should make one of those. Yeah, fishing rod. I should go get a fishing rod so I can fish those crustaceans. Shrimp, lobster. Lobster.
My sanity was now at a whooping 30%. I did not dare to hurdle myself through a wormhole, so I decided to make it back on foot. I found a sinkhole to spelunk into later.
Love that. Good job. Good on you, mate. Good on you.
I tip my bonnet to the developers for giving us the possibility to add caves in an already established game.
I can just pick flowers. I've neglected flowers. And now our sanity is going up as well. Hallelujah. Tell it, preacher.
I kept on collecting flowers to gain stability to our overall mental health. I killed this merman, and this time I kept the fish to try and cook it later.
With those short legs, how do you run that fast?
On my way back to base, we collected some grass, and upon our arrival, we put on our crock pot with our newly acquired fish.
Fishing! Go fishing for fish? Fish like a pro. Are those fish sticks? Let's go fish like a pro. I need boards and silk. Fish sticks. Yeah, baby.
Upon making the rod for professional fishers, I made the discovery that we also need to craft a fishing hook and a float, which we didn't have the mats for nor the equipment needed to actually craft it. Bad news.
God damn it. Do I need to make all this crap? Is it because I made the pro one? Let's make a regular one.
I got a new science gift, Oasis-bound legs that I equipped for that desert look. With my new rod, we ran straight for the ocean to fish. I also made a new battle helm and spear, where we to find a stray beefalo or two.
Come closer, you wee fishing cowards. What do you mean come closer? I'm standing right here. What's the meaning with having a fishing rod if you can't use it? Use the line. Sip it out.
In my fishing-induced rage, I attacked the first best beefalo I could find.
Ah!
My well-thought-out plan was for them to give up one at a time until there was only one left.
Oh, shit! There was another herd! Oh, shit! They're everywhere!
My plan failed and I had to eat from my emergency fish stick stash. I then chopped for a few logs and got twigs when I cut down a twiggly tree.
This lady needs to be fed. fed and fed. She is one hungry little lady.
I was in dire need of meat, which seems to be the theme of this attempt and character. So I tried to find a lonely beefalo, as separated from the herd as possible. I got him down and he supplied me with 3 furs and 4 meat sticks. I then gathered the nearby berries and carrots for crockpot fillings.
Pond. Can I fish in a pond, maybe? Oh! Hello!
I threw in my line and waited for fish to magically appear.
Oh, I need to hook. Okay, how do I hook it? Like that. That's how we do it.
Awesome. I now had enough protein to cook a few dishes, so I headed towards my base. But when an opportunity appears, one has to strike. An introvert beefalo, trying to regain some social energy, but he quickly hit up his buddies, so we had to surrender for now. The Hunger Games was still on. I threw in a pot as quickly as I could and waited.
Hopefully it's done soon. Please. Otherwise I'm gonna have to cook something else. And I don't want to cook something else. Brew! Cook! Oh... Sweet nectar. No, don't eat one. Fuck. Oh, hey. No, you didn't. Did you just take my fire? Don't starve. Come on.
My food situation continued to put huge pressure on me, and winter was getting closer. I needed rocks for an alchemy machine, a pure guesstimation that I would unlock more recipes to save myself from the unavoidable harsh winter that would swallow us up whole. But as luck would have it, I was able to lure away one of the juicy meat bags.
Bad beefalo. I'll slap you. Slap. Give me meat, give me wool, give me horn. You know, the beefalo horn also works as an aphrodisiac. Interesting.
I found an area with a few pond residents as potential targets, but I found them to be more of a hassle than the horny meat bags. I did, however, remember that I could make traps. Why haven't I made any traps yet? I put on a set of meatballs and got to crafting a few rabbit traps.
I have rabbit holes near my base and I haven't set any traps. Basic survival for me 101. Get traps. Catch some rabbits. Okay, let's check the map. Rocks. It's a long way. But if I take the wormhole, I'm gonna end up here.
The fellowship for ore was officially underway. I prepared a new pickaxe and went through the dirty butthole. The hounds were howling, which means they will attack, but right now I welcomed the sound. It could help me restore a few sanity points. And sure enough, they arrived while I mined for ore.
This couldn't have worked out better.
I had neglected the updated compendium for some time, so I checked it out quick to see what I could find.
They rot in 2 days. You actually get some information in the compendium when you examine things. That's a very nice addition for us newbies. Not that I'm gonna go through it. Why would I ever go through it? Day 20. Should we be nervous?
One should always be nervous and on one's guard when you're playing this game, especially if you're alone. I collected as much rock and gold as I could, as well as chopping a few trees and killing what lonely spiders I could without irritating the hive mind. But resistance is futile.
No. Oh. Woo! Oh, shit!
The nights were now too cold to roam around without winter gear. Unfortunately, I forgot to make a thermal stone before leaving the camp, and I couldn't build another alchemy machine at the time. I fended off the creepy night hands before going out and collecting the silk from already fallen foes to get myself a top hat.
Sanity. Thy will go up. Very nice.
Being a professional arsonist, I kept warm by burning the forest and chopping wood nearby. I had to burn my way home not to freeze to death, and I got berries and carrots on the way. I refined material for the alchemy machine and had my eyes on the more advanced thermal, but unfortunately,
another survivor knows how to craft this. So I can't craft it. Stupid.
So I had to go with the more basic thermal stone. I put it by the fire to heat it up while I crafted a new crockpot and collected my first catch in the traps.
Gonna murder you, rabbits.
I put on 2 new sets of meatballs and now looked up our new recipes for warmer clothes.
For those who value warmth over friends. Warm enough for winter storms. Winter coliphant trunk. I've never seen a coliphant. How do you get one?
At dusk, I collected grass, ate a set of meatballs, and tried my luck with the nearby penguins. Their razor-sharp beaks penetrated both my log suit and battle helm in less than 2 seconds. I had to retreat.
And now my thermal stone has durability. What are you doing with me, world?
It's trying to kill me, that's what it's doing to me. I was about to harvest my crockpots, but I was under the impression that if I didn't harvest them, they wouldn't lose their freshness. I soon discovered that that was not the case. I got a new battle helm and went and collected my backpack. The penguins had now moved camp.
This world seems so much harsher. It sucks me in. It wants to kill me. It wants me to starve. It wants me to die by spiders, penguins, beefalo, yellow spiders, bats, eyes in the night, dark hands, a tall dude, shadow dude. What's with this game? What's with the game?
I finally got my noggin warmer. Winter can go fuck itself. I caught another rabbit, made kebabs, and built a new chest. If I were ever to find a coliphant, I would need more wool for the vest. So I went out and found a small beefalo and did the unthinkable.
Where's your mama? Gonna push you into a corner here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm actually sorry.
You know, that didn't feel great. It is what it is. The next morning, I harvested a few patches of grass before taking a swing on the penguins again. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's what you're gonna do. They were a lot more docile and didn't stick up for their fellow wings, so I took them out one by one. Bunch of eggs. This was great. I also got a few of their feathers. Moving back up towards our camp, we noticed that the whole red poopy butthole situation had cleared, and that I'm not gonna defend their young anymore. Now I can go in, sweep in, and kill their younglings. I got so satisfied killing younglings, you know, just like Anakin.
Or should I say Darth Vader?
That might have been Bane, actually. Coming off my terrible Bane impression.
I made one hell of a fire out of manure. Took care of my crock pots, smashed a few meatballs, and looked into the farming options.
It seemed to be a lot more advanced in this iteration of the game, but I might be able to figure this out using the 5 P's of farming that my granddad always used to tell me. Plow, plant, pamper, protect, and... plow. I do believe the garden digamajig is going to help us with the plowing. I also noticed that the beehives were now available for us to build with the alchemy machine. Eggs and morsel. I wonder what that's gonna bring us. Ugh, what is that? That looks disgusting. I'm not gonna eat that. I'm a picky eater. I needed more of everything, so I prepped our upcoming hike beyond our known perimeter by crafting new armor and organizing the inventory. I then took my spear and smacked this beefalo on its head. Are we alone? Beefalo always come and help their fellow beefalo. I just can't handle 2 enemies at once without getting hit by the other one. But for this beefalo battle, I felt lucky. Stab, 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 stab. He's just taking it. 8 meat, 6 beefalo wool. Perfect. I got my backpack back. I thought that maybe... Is it time? Is it time to go down that plugged sinkhole? To spelunk for the first time this playthrough? Attempt number 1? Are we going to be that daring? Not sure if I have it in me yet. Nope, you don't. I have this area right here. I can also go up here. I see a little road there. I can expand and investigate this area. And I also have this area up here. This area seems to be pretty discovered. Let's go up here. Let's check that out. I killed the creature of the night and found a loot stash kept under lock and key. With no key, I waited for the hounds to come while I chopped down a few trees. What? Is he taking the bath? When did you learn to swim? They can traverse waters now? You're not safe anywhere anymore. Up is down, left is right, day is night, and dogs can swim. Which is not that far-fetched, now that I think of it. Ignore that. I found a new group of docile penguins to harass. Give me your eggs. Whoa, shit! Be careful. They were not so docile, and definitely not in the mood. Oh, shit! I actually died! What is this? Became a... What? Haunt the touchstone. Or find another way. What? Where am I going then? What a waste. What a total waste. And since when do you become a ghost? The concept of death and touchstones are a little different in Don't Starve Together. All touchstones are activated when you enter the world and are only usable by ghosts through haunting. You have 2 minutes to find and haunt a touchstone upon your death. In a multiplayer game, the touchstone can be used by multiple players, as it regenerates shortly after use. However, each player can only use any single touchstone once, rendering what I'm about to say into pure horse manure. That's that touchstone, okay. Did that touchstone just repair itself? Can I use it again? Sorry, champ. You need to find another one. My plan with leaving a stocked up chest near a touchstone was a success. It had increased the chances of my survival from 0% to at least 5%. Great news! It then became a dark and troublesome night with many monsters. No. Nope. No creepy music box arm thing here. Please. Get the fuck out. Get away, creepy arm. And who are you? Get away. And you. Everybody, please. Space. Give me some space. I had just enough time in between the back and forth of it all to sew another winter hat. Do I have ashes? I don't have any ashes. I don't have any ashes. With no ashes nor asses, we couldn't make any salve to heal ourselves. We would just have to make it work. Getting back to my stuff, I noticed a ground mole had been nibbling on my minerals. I lost pretty much all my gold flints and rocks to this asshole. Stay away from my stuff. I looted everything as quickly as I could and got back to my camp to reassess and compose myself. I crocked all possible pots, made an inventory list of what materials we now needed due to the dirt bandit. I shoved some nutrition down my throat and decided to go back to Rock Haven as I needed minerals of all kind. I also wanted to gather ashes for healing salves in between the rounds with our friend Death. You have to be cautious of your mental state because you always lose 15 sanity when going through a butthole, which actually makes a lot of sense. It's a rose. What do you think? Of course you're gonna get damaged. I'm telling you, when your sanity in game is low, you can't think straight, you're picking thorny shit. Yeah, I'll just go and pick the spiky bush as well. Durr. My confidence of surviving winter had withered a bit due to everything that had happened. I found myself once again gathering and depleting provisions on a daily basis. I've not been nice to Wilfred. Not at all. Wiegfried, you moron. Reaching Rock Haven, I got to mining everything in our path and decided, while there's daylight, let's find some volunteers to die for the cause. I see a volunteer, I think. All right, reverse ostrich. Where are you going? Do you have a nest here somewhere?
Even necklace monsters hurtle up into a ball when dusk comes. While our arachne friends distracted the tall beast, we snuck in and stole his big and tasty egg.
He's taking the bulk of the damage.
I wasn't going to present myself as a meal to the arachne horde, so I went around them looking for a lonely jerk. But the jerk had Wi-Fi, directly connected to the Skynet. Thankfully, they were spread out and took me on one by one.
Spider, meet my spear. I should name my spear Pointy. Meet Pointy. That was the worst name for a spear ever. That wasn't very original.
In my sleepy state at the dawn of day 30, being a trigger-happy dingus, I added 3 monster meat to my crock pot without giving it a second thought, which obviously yielded a lump of wet crap. I don't think the lump of wet crap was to blame, but shit was about to hit the fan.
Spider Queen! Ah, what the fuck? Is that one of those giants? It's a boss. Oh, I need to kill her. Can I get stuff? Maybe I can get some stuff if I kill her. Oh, mama. Oh, mama. Yeah, we're in for a wild ride now, boys. I'm killing younglings here. You don't care. Why are you not caring? I'm killing younglings. Oh, here we go. Ah, she's slow.
She might have been slow, but she wasn't alone. She hatched a few spiders of her own every now and then.
I just need to be quick. Oh, don't get hit by her. Valhalla waits for you. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. She's got a tremendous reach.
I got a tip that I should have disabled lag compensation to make kiting easier. I got the information a little late though, as I went through the entire 100 days without it. Now I'm not saying that's the reason I clearly suck, but it might be a contributing factor. Right? Right? Please agree with me.
That's what I was afraid of. More spiders. Oh, a yellow one, or is it an orange one? Spider warrior. Not cool, Spidey Queen.
It seems like the more time passed in the encounter, the queen would spawn tougher and tougher freaks of nature. I was slowly being overrun by spiders, so I had to go down and compose myself, as well as preparing for the night to come.
Really want to get that queen though, but she's hatching more spiders. Like, that's a very unfair advantage in my opinion. That shouldn't be allowed, should it?
I gathered some wood to make sure I had enough for all my campfire needs and cooked a couple of pieces of monster meat to satiate myself before morning, and then it happened.
Oh, are you guys hearing that? Like a big exhale from something. What is that? That can't be good, can it? I don't think it can be good. I don't think it can be good at all. A worthy foe approaches. Oh, no. Okay, we're gonna need a new battle helm. We're gonna need to put some more fuel on the fire. And weapons. I'm gonna need another battle spear.
It was slim pickings in Baba Ganoush's camp. I had to use my remaining reeds as fuel for the fire, and I didn't have enough wood to make another log suit. The wild ride was about to continue.
The Spider Queen is over here. She's all alone.
I struck first, but she swiftly retaliated.
How was that armor?
The misplacing of my thermal stone didn't help as I started to freeze in the middle of combat, but I found it and quickly got back to business.
Ah, the reach of her is amazing. Yes! Spider hat. Whee! That's my first boss. Yeah! Let's take that off the list. One boss. Check. Beautiful day, baby! Oh, what is that? Another one? Deerclops. Oh, what the fun? Another Spider Queen? Nope. We're getting the fuck out of here, and I'm taking my logs with me.
Collecting what I could from my previous conquest, I took to the axe and contemplated if I were to attack the fluffy torso bastard or not.
Deerclops, you're gonna have to wait. I'm sorry.
With no armor and no food, I think it's for the best.
What does the spider hat do? Does that make me communicate with spiders? Maybe I can infiltrate them, mage with their women, and in time our differences will be forgotten.
Dusk was here and my thermal stone was lukewarm. So I lit this tree and picked the beautiful roses with thorns, as I thought the sanity payoff was a great exchange for now. We just need to sort out our angry and empty belly.
We might actually do this. We might actually survive winter here. That would be a most welcome. Most welcome indeed. Does this work? Because otherwise I'm fucked. I might be fucked. Yes, thank you.
My thermal stone magically disappeared, so I made a new one and went out and gathered grass for rabbit traps while thinking of my next step.
Either I go and look for some beefalo, or I go and take on the penguins. Because this little lady only eats meat. I would be equally pissed if she only ate vegetables, though. Even more pissed. Come on. Who doesn't like a red steak? A lot of people. A lot of people.
I then built and placed my traps, as well as agitating the nearby penguins for sport.
There's no energy in my body for this. There's no energy at all. I am Wilfred. Jag är Wilfred. Jag är en viking. Jag kommer att döda er om ni kommer nära. Okay, I'm gonna, as I have the materials, I'm gonna try 2 monster meat and 2 twigs. See if that yields kebabs or something. If that would yield something, that would be obviously wet goop. Fuck! Let's try out the spider hat. Oh, that's going down. That must mean we finally have the technology to talk with spiders.
On day 33, I collected poop, all while mapping out the location of the walking meat bags. I found a lucky monkey paw on the way, but the pig king was nowhere to be seen, so I discarded it.
Why am I here picking poo when I should kill beefaloo? Let's check this out. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it.
Feeling courageous, I spelunked into the depths of this cave to find growing trees, patches of grass, and lo and behold, our first sapling. They do exist. Also, I love the reverb down here.
Oh yeah, the days are frozen when you're down here.
Is what I believed, but that turned out to be false. Time in the world above continues to pass and vice versa. I navigated through the cave with the existing light sources and came upon another set of stairs. I also found a new material called fern, but I've not seen the need for it yet, so I grabbed a mushroom instead and ascended back to the surface. Rats with wings greeted me at the entrance, so I had to whack the wings off their tiny little bodies.
Oh, thankfully they weren't too hard. Beasts are approaching. Yeah, whatever.
What is that? The fuck is that? It's huge! Is that like a boss or something? Don't call for backup. The funny thing is, a warglet can actually call for backup. Totally called it. I got him and his babies down fairly easy though.
Where am I going? Where am I? I'm down here. That wasn't... Where did I...
There's only one cave system in Don't Starve Together that connects to all sinkholes throughout the world. This can create tremendous shortcuts.
That's a great find.
But it's going to make our last goal on the challenge scroll a lot harder. I was too far away from my camping pots, and I was still lacking in the food department, so I headed back through the cave. More bats came on knocking at the entrance as well, so they seemed to spawn each time you exit a cave. The penguins were nowhere to be seen and had left a couple of eggs, a clear sign of spring. We're getting closer, people. I took my fillings I've gathered as well as my new eggs and threw them in the pots. I then retrieved today's catch and figured I should have expanded my rabbit catching factory earlier.
I'm gonna plant those spooder eggs here somewhere as well. Then I can farm both HP and some sanity, glands, silk, you name it. I don't want it too close to my camp though. I don't want them running around here, making love, making babies, humping like rabbits.
Come daytime, I planted the spider eggs a few yards apart from each other. I didn't want to be overrun when the time comes.
I always set out to do things and then I forget what I'm supposed to do on the way. And I end up doing something else. It's quite annoying, actually.
I killed my catch of the day and remembered someone telling me that a bird cage would be of great use in this unforgiving world. I just needed to fetch myself some new reeds.
Siegfried, in you go into the butthole. What comes in must go out.
On my way to the swamp, I gathered berries and carrots, and I got to use my hammer that I haven't swung in ages. When you're in the swamp picking reeds, you have to pay attention to the ground. If it starts to bubble, it means it's time to move or you'll be slapped. Like proper slapped. Night crept in and I lit up a tree to warm up my thermal stone. I also got an uninvited guest to follow us back to camp. But my mood was intact. The snow began to thaw and spring blossomed before our eyes as we built our bird cage. Here we go. We've survived winter for our first attempt. Bad boys. That's what we are. We're bad boys. I just need to catch a bird now then. All right. And now we wait. While building a third crockpot, the flying buffoon was trapped.
All of a sudden, we're flourishing. We're flourishing.
I imprisoned the poor bastard and fed it monster meat.
And we got an egg.
I kept pushing meat into its beak and got a nice surprise.
Is there no end to this? I'll be damned. This is great.
I made a fourth crock pot and set it to cook. I was still under the impression that the food is preserved if kept in the actual pot.
It's starting to rain now. Okay, umbrella. Do I have things for an umbrella? Prototype that bad boy. My wetness still going up. What's that about?
The umbrella slows the rate at which player gains wetness by 90%, so you're not totally shielded from the devastating H2O.
A waterproof coat to keep you dry.
What the fuck? No! Oh, fuck! No, 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 no! How do I drop stuff?
Ah, shit. 2 of my...
3! No, not my third chest!
Oh, man!
I knew I'd seen something to help prevent incidents like this for the future.
Here we go. Lightning rod. I just need cut stone. And a... I also need a new science machine.
I wanted to make 2, but I lacked both gold and rocks. I built a new chest close to the thunder rod and threw in a couple of items. I went on to chop wood for more chests and I killed a few of my sacrificial spider babies. For the cause. With no sapling near to collect, I also had to chop down these twiggly trees.
Why haven't I built any pig houses? That's a little bit off my game.
After all, I am one with the pigman. If I were to smash this pig's house, he would probably understand. He didn't understand, so I butchered him. I left what I couldn't bring and got back just in time to get a meal before starving to death.
Soggy charcoal, soggy boards. With 3 of those boards, I can probably build a soggy chest.
I have not experienced the full wrath of wetness yet, and it does not directly damage you, but when you or your items get too wet, they become less efficient, and you can start to freeze among other things. What I don't know is if your chest and other structures take damage from becoming too wet. Stay dry, people. I built my first drying rack and hung up meat to dry.
Caught myself a bird.
With my top hat and an umbrella to shield me from the rain, I went out. I found ice, and I figured we now went towards summer. Ice might be a useful component, and
I think I saw a fridge, actually.
I spelunked down into the caves and came upon
A peace beloved and forest spirit?
It was friendly, so I paid it no mind for now. A little deeper into the cave, I chopped down this mushroom look-alike tree thing. I got a green cap for my troubles. This time I also picked up the ferns and caught a spirit with my net. Upon releasing it, it just continued to float in the air like nothing had happened. I also found a pond and reeled in a fish for dinner, and then went back to the surface again.
I would love that raincoat. There's too much stuff in this game. I don't really know what to go for. Look, they've multiplied the items by 20. Woo-wee! Just give me a guitar, some moonshine, and a good company, and I'll have a good time. That's all I need. Good time, guitar, and some good company. I'll just hit up my boy Cletus. We'll shoot up some moonshine, and we'll have a good time.
I'm not sure how you shoot up moonshine, but it does sound like a jolly good time. Back at camp, I checked what I needed for a fridge or icebox, if you will. We got the gears, we just need to get golden rock. I changed my outfit, put on a pot, and went out to check on my traps.
There's very little activity in my traps. Oh, okay. They're all collapsed rabbit holes. When did that happen?
I stuffed my face with balls of meat to satiate myself before moving out for the required minerals. I also noticed that the food went stale if left in the crock pots. I brought my rabbit traps, but all rabbit holes I could find had also collapsed, so I removed them from my inventory to save space for now.
What is this? Like ducklings? Small, furry, ugly ducklings? There's a lot of them.
So I crafted a log suit because there was
Lots of food here. If I can just... Wet moose nest. Are they mooses?
Oh, shivua! That's the moose! Oh, what a dingus! Wet moose! No fucking wet moose is gonna scare me. We're going in.
Ooh! Maybe I need to go behind. Alright, just hit him 3 times. Ouch. Oh, no. No.
My timing for attacking these bosses have been subpar at best.
What happened? Oh, my battle helm. What? Did he throw my spear off? What? What's happening?
The damn moose got a disarming honk, throwing any weapon that you may have equipped out of its slots.
Oh, the log armor. Oh, this works. This actually works.
I fought him through the night, but ultimately had to give up. I was low on HP, hunger, and I didn't have anything to heal myself with.
I'll get you another time, moose asshole.
I instead went into the swamp to look for tentacles. I wanted to collect their spots.
Oh! No! I didn't think that was gonna do that much damage. Shit. I'm pretty sure that touchstone is not going to work. I got a little less than 2 minutes to find myself another touchstone. Day 42 and everything. I made it this far. I made it so far. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a game. And why did I have to attack that wet moose goose? Why?
From what I could tell, I hadn't unlocked any new characters.
Maxwell the Puppet Master. We could go with Wilson, the classic. Can I use this costume? I think in order for me to get the most out of this playthrough of these 100 days, I'm gonna go with the same character. I'm gonna go with Wiegfried again.
Let us check the lessons to be learned parchment, shall we? Protect your camp from erratic thunderstorms with the help of a thunder rod. Convert monster meat into eggs by force-feeding birds. Build a few crackpots for richer food and supplement the dishes with a fridge to decrease spoilage. And last but not least, watch out for mooses. The wet kind.
Everything seems to spoil in this game a lot quicker. It has to be like half of the time. Everything just spoils. Which in turn spoils me, which gives me a tough time in the game.
From what I could find, it's the same amount of spoilage. But wetness can increase spoilage by 33%. That might have been a contributing factor here. I don't know how to avoid these attacks. I'm literally standing behind Mr. Tastebud when he throws his taste organ towards me, still making me take damage. I had to stop myself from gathering berries and other organic matter for now, as they are just going to spoil before I can get my mitts on the crackpots. I got a few bits of everything and I didn't shy away from killing innocent bystanders. The They got more meat on them than one would think, despite their necklace state. I was going down into the caves, but then I remembered I needed gold, and I hadn't seen any down below previously, so I delayed the spelunking fun for later. I built a science machine so that I could craft a backpack, and I picked up the nearby marble that was just laying there.
What's this? Mandrake? How come there's saplings everywhere all of a sudden?
The newly discovered saplings is why I crafted the shovel. We're collecting bushes, grass, and saplings for our base camp. I boinked the first spiders I saw collecting their silk and ran into a nice but somewhat scary surprise.
Suspicious chest. Whoa.
I killed the guards with many legs and saw to it that I was satiated before opening the chest, just in case there would be trouble up ahead. But there wasn't. I found all kinds of goodies. Gold, gunpowder, healing salve, a half-spoiled parasol, and a mysterious terrarium.
I can feel the Bifrost.
According to Norse mythology, the Bifrost is a burning rainbow bridge that reaches between Midgard and Asgard, the realm of the gods. It must be an important item, so I kept it. Don't quote me on this shit.
Oh, a friend needs help. Oh, a friend died.
I pissed off a few more spiders by attacking their one-story apartment complex, and I wanted ashes to create more healing cells to regenerate some of our HP in between hits from our friend the goose moose.
Now we'll just wait for nature to do what it's supposed to do.
Hot, 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 hot.
I'm being cocky in the beginning here. I've got nothing to lose.
I moved on up through a short swamp intersection and grabbed twigs from this gentleman. He didn't seem to mind, and instead of cooking my big slabs of meat, I stole the legs off of these two amphibians.
Oh, first one I dodged. Amazing.
I ate the legs, removed the carrots from my inventory, and happened upon my first desert biome.
Magma. Thank you for your meat, for your sacrifice. Crispy skeleton. Oh, it's hot in here. Is the whole area hot? Oh, dragonfly? Am I?
Yes, you are.
Let's go. Oh, yeah, baby.
I had now made such a connection with the pigmen that they helped out conquering the world with me. Another boss with a tremendous reach. I tried hitting him 3 times and then kiting him, but his sheer arm length and speed made it impossible to gain any distance from him.
Yes, that's how we do it. Ouch. Maybe not. Maybe just hit him. How much damage can you take?
I'm Wilfrid.
Die, you 8-ball-looking motherfucker. That was the log suit, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was the log suit. And my life, probably.
Hello, merman. Help! The merman never wants to help. They want my head on a spike. I had to make another suit of armor as the last one was smacked out of its existence.
Equip. Where's my battle helm? I did make another battle helm, didn't I? This wasn't the new one. I'm sure I made another battle helm. I'm sure.
For once, I was actually right. But the old one was destroyed and the new one automatically replaced the broken one. Great stuff. I shoved a few pieces of meat down my throat, applied a little healing salve to my wounds, and off we went. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough gold to make another battle helm, so the old one would have to do.
Oh, okay, I'm dead. I'm dead.
Until it didn't do anymore. With no touchstone, we would have to wing it.
Darkness took me, and I strayed out of thought and time. Stars wheeled overhead, and every day was as long as a life age of the earth. But it was not the end.
Oh! No way! We're alive! It's alive! We're alive! We're just gonna go back. And we're probably not gonna mess with that guy again. Not with our current equipment. We're gonna need some bigger, better armor, tools, weapons. A lot of dags. Yeah, I like dags. I like surviving more, though.
The dragonfly was still close, but I was able to retrieve all my gear.
Oh, this wasn't too bad. I'm alive.
I got crafting a hammer near the merman's shed and collected a few patches of grass before moving on to the fish folk.
Oh, no! Oh, I forgot. I don't have...
Yes, all that and more. I didn't have any armor and almost got insta-gived right out the gate. I got collecting wood so we could make a new one, and tumbleweed seems to have all kinds of goodies inside of them, so I grabbed the ones close to us. These dogs guarded a gold mine, so I raided their camp and found out that these bone remains were their actual nests. So of course we destroyed it. I had lacked inventory space while fending off these pesky dags, so I placed my newly mined gold on the ground and now I can't find it. Low on protein, I tried to consume the mandrake, but as it's obviously not meat, it's not befitting a warrior. Siegfried's notion that a warrior can only eat meat is going to be the death of us. With the rain pouring down, we needed pigskin to make an umbrella. I remembered I had a used up touchstone nearby with unsalvaged pig spikes. Perfect. As long as you don't use your umbrella as a weapon, it has infinite durability. There's no need to make 2 of them. I stabbed a few spiders to increase the size of my brain capacity. I then found a moonstone, which I was unable to harvest with my hammer. I promise I will figure out that you're supposed to use your pickaxe for these piles later. I promise. I did want to find the Bacon King before setting up camp for this attempt, but who knows if he even exists. So I decided
Set up camp here with the pigs. They're gonna produce meat.
the campfire was a temporary solution as I didn't have enough rocks for a fire pit, and my hunger had reached new levels.
You not a pig. Thanks.
One of the nicest compliments I've ever been given. I set up a chest and organized my items and followed that up with fixing my garden, giving my plants a new home.
Such a wee spectre. Here lies some gal.
That is one depressed spectre gal. I threw my pickaxe against this gold-rich vein and the obstacle blocking the cave entrance, giving me enough rock to make a permanent fire pit. There will be no flying rats in my garden. The rats gave me basilisk wings. They looked edible, but I was pretty sure they count as monster meat. I sliced the walking meat for their bacon. A lesson I learned from my first 100 days in Don't Starve. They can offer you much more than just protection, and the pig house will eventually spawn a new pig. Keep on farming them, babaganoosh. I didn't have any pots yet, so I had to satiate myself with the meat from today's slaughter, and I thought I should start collecting what I need to make them. I went out and mined all the gold-rich veins I could find in the nearby desert. It was all protected by dags. I wiped them off the face of the earth.
I don't remember the name of the mosquito boss. 8-ball pool guy. Do they regain HP now when I'm not around? That's unfair if that's the case. I am but one Scandinavian little lady here. You can't do this to me.
I tried to look this up, but I couldn't find a definitive answer. It seems to vary from monster to monster, boss to boss. And with no health bars to study, we're in the dark here. I had also mined all the gold in my immediate area, so I went towards other ventures, finding a few suspicious dirt piles.
Oh, another one. And another one. And another one. And another one. Let's not stop. I don't want to lose the trail. Hush, the creature is near. Oh, is it the boss?
As you can tell, I was not in the mood to die.
What is that? Is that just a beefalo thing? Let's try it out. I'm scared. Please come close. I'm not dangerous at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Valhalla waits for you. I had to corner the beast for my spear to reach, and with my armor and helm equipped, we pounded away.
Oh, look at all this. Look at all this meat. And what was that? Oh, Colifant trunk. Hey, oh, am I gonna be able to make a winter coat? Oh, a Colifant. Awesome. I feel like I'm discovering a lot of stuff here.
Happy days! I broke down my own science machine and set it up closer to camp, as well as building an alchemy machine. I then looked into what I needed for a fridge and a winter coat. We needed a lot of different materials to establish a base now, coal being one of them.
And I also need gold. I do believe you can get rocks from these, but there's no gold inside of them. I need a lot of gold. I need a lot of gold. I could go and catch some bees as well now, because I have the alchemy machine.
And knowledge. I also have the knowledge now. I put together a net and went towards the bee colony.
Valhalla waits for you. I'm not sure Valhalla actually admits killer bees to to enter.
Why wouldn't killer bees be welcome? They're warriors in their own way. With no spear, my axe would have to do with disposing this idiot. And it was tough keeping your distance to the hive of killer bees. They were sure out to get me.
Get away, you red flying fucks.
I tried to stay on the side, but there wasn't enough bees to catch, so I had to make a move.
There's a lot of bees here. There's a lot of killer bees here.
I got 4 bees from that little stunt, and happened upon a few men of swine descent. They gave me a real hard time kiting them. I barely got out alive. I was pretty confident I could take out these spiders without being in too much danger, regaining a few health points stabbing them and wrecking their houses. I used up 2 spider glands for the last HP I needed before going back into the bee colony, catching all the stray bees I could find. I fortunately got out alive and dodged a similar death to what Nick Cage had in that one movie. You know the one I mean.
Going around catching bees. I don't wanna be lonely when winter comes.
I shoved a few pieces of monster meat in my face. There was a lot of flowers nearby that I thought I'd pick up to offset the sanity loss, but I also discovered that the meat was so rancid it also decreased my health points by 2. The trees burned forever, and it didn't give me any ashes. I went back to the bees and their honeycombs instead. The killer beehives kept harassing me. The only reason I didn't smack their nest is that I didn't think you get a honeycomb from them.
Yeah, you do get a honeycomb. Okay, then let's not fuzz.
I noticed that my bees was already about to spoil, so I had to make it back quick before they die of starvation.
As long as we've built all of the beehives, gathered all the logs, the wood that we need before morning,
we should be okay. But this was a race against time.
Ah! Starving!
The moonlight came in clutch, giving us time to gather everything we need.
Yes! We made it! We made it! Hope the pig is not offended by me eating his friends right now. The pigs will be back, and in greater numbers. Oh, stale Colifant trunk, winter clothes. I don't want that to go to waste. I need beefalo wool, puffy west, warm enough for storms, winter storms. I just need to go out and get that right now. If I'm lucky, I might have a couple of beefalo up here. I had the winter Colifant trunk, I had the silk, I just need the beefalo wool. That's just gonna be a game changer for me.
As I made my way towards the savannah, I stopped this tumbleweed in its tracks. They might have wool, right? They have all kinds of stuff tumbled up inside. The first one evaded me, and the second one did not yield any wool. But close by, I found the legendary beefalo. I had to act quickly and not let my trunk go to waste, so I attacked and crossed my fingers that they would drop off one by one.
If I just pull this off, I'm a master. I'm gonna give myself the title Master. Master! No! Oh, it's back. It's still here. Ooh, I was afraid. I was afraid.
Houston, we have another problem.
I was so excited.
I've misread the type of colophant trunk in my possession. No matter, the breezy vest is still a major improvement. I released my anger upon the bats from the nearby cave. I then thought of gathering what I need for a fridge, so I don't need to put my life on the line every day gathering meat. But I needed gears. A couple of fish was close to the shore, so I produced a new seawater fishing rod, but they were still too far away. Perhaps we're surrounded by an ocean. If that's the case, the name of the rod should probably give you a hint why it doesn't work.
My bees haven't produced anything yet. Bad bees.
I gave arsenic for ashes and charcoal another shot, and lo and behold, we got both.
You are one sick lady, you know that? One sick lady. You should be ashamed of yourself.
The fire wouldn't stop. It kept creeping closer to my camp. But we got lucky. I built a new chest and attacked the pigman, and the camp was getting bigger and better. But we lacked crackpots, a fridge, and our Lord and Savior, the lightning rod. So I went out to see if we could gather gold and gears, but mainly rocks. So if I investigate these kind of dirt piles during the winter, I'm just gonna go and get a winter colophant. And I can make that super dapper colophant vest. That's insulating you to the max. You basically wrap yourself in a tauntaun. I thought it smelled bad on the outside. Easy rocks acquired. Now we just need gold and a gear.
Yeah, baby! Chester! Oh, what a guy! Where you at? I've been waiting for you for so many days. You're one beautiful guy. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful.
Chester had eluded me for my entire first attempt of 42 days. It was nice to see his face again. I grabbed these reeds through the swamp and took my vengeance on this tentacle.
Whoop, wee, whoo, ah, wee.
The sounds of mosquitoes dying still makes me giggle. I covered a lot of ground looking for the Klondike and the hidden gold. I even killed a cat on the way, which must have been a lucky charm because we found...
Oh yes, baby. We know this is gonna work. Touchstone acquired. Got another touchstone to keep us from Valhalla.
I had to fend off a few dags after night 16, and I learned something. Something I wish I'd learned a lot sooner. Chase the spooky ghost hand beyond the edge of darkness, and it disappears. The next morning, I made a hearty breakfast before continuing our search for gold. I feel like you're always missing one specific commodity for each attempt, but our luck would soon be in our favor.
Oh, a wormhole. That might actually suit us. Jump in. Come on. Oh, did we just strike the gold? I believe we did. And just like that, Chester and Wilfred solved all their problems and struck gold.
It's Wiegfried! Idiot! I topped off my inventory with 40 gold and started the journey back home. But not before getting chased by the hive mind. They always seem to be near the gold.
We're in for a long walk, Chester. A long walk.
Picked up a few flowers on the way as well as hammering down the pigman pikes.
I can just feel the soothing powers of the flowers taking me over. The only thing that I don't have that I had in the base game now, I think is farms.
I found another mandrake, but this one was still alive.
Come on. Come here, you little asshole. Screw him then. Oh, he's following us. How annoying are you?
He reminded me of Donkey from Shrek, but let's not drag Donkey in the mud here. He actually brought something to the table, which this fucking mandrake didn't.
What do you want, Mandrake? What do you want? I've got nothing to give you. Is it my soul you want? Are you gonna take my soul? Dirty, 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 dirty Mandrake.
He followed me all the way home, never stopped bugging me. Even during a big outbreak of bats, he would continue with his annoyance.
Ah, there we go. Finally.
The fruits of our labor coming into fruition. I built 3 crockpots and got the rod of camp protection erect as well. I got to cooking and threw in what monster meat and carrots I had in my possession. Now was the time to look into the birdcage for a meat to egg conversion factory. We're missing papyrus, so we will have to make a venture into a nearby swamp and collect a few. I was in the middle of scolding my bees for not producing any honey when I realized my anger might have been due to a hangry situation. But Grandma's meatballs did the trick.
Why are you so sad, my man? Such a wee spectre. Why are you so sad? It's only game. You should be happy. Oh. What is that? They're gonna jump up and take my food from the crockpots, aren't they? Oh, those leeching bastards!
The squid-like creatures left my pots alone, for now at least. I built a new chest and remembered I had honey in spades from my bee-catching escapades. I threw them into a pot with some meat and went out to find papyrus. I didn't get long before the rain interrupted my umbrella-less trip. I had to go back and fetch it and cleared up my camp from the ongoing rat problem. Out in the wild again, I found traces of undead. If there is a higher power, please don't let undead enter this world and kill me like everything else is already trying to do. Please. I had to turn off the I want to click and gather everything in my path function in my brain as winter was drawing closer. I got into the swamp and got my reeds. I also found the remains of a tentacle fishman battle. With some inventory magic, we also got to leave with a pair of fish and a tentacle spot. In the middle of the penguin pack. Penguins! On our way back, we found... Oh, we're gonna get some gears, hopefully. That would be so perfect. Don't hit no penguins, because then we're gonna die. But my happiness got the best of me. I left one gear behind. I would also like to express my appreciation for some of the details in this game, like how the ambient sound is changed for the rain when you equip an umbrella, which is so cool. Getting back to camp, we found a rookery of penguins moving in, which is fine with me. I just don't want to piss them off again, so I can't but welcome them. We then got to building our icebox, which will probably help us more during summer as winter also slows the decaying of organic material. These bees didn't generate any honey. No honey! And didn't I have you for a very long time? Since day 11, in fact. Lousy bees. I got my honey nuggets and stored them in the fridge. I then built the bird cage and prepared the trap. There's no use having a bird cage without a bird. This feels great. Just great. As I can't... Yup, hey! You bastard! With somewhat of an established camp and possible food throughout, I was a lot more confident going into this season of winter. The walking meat bags were back, stealing the seeds for the bird trap, so I disposed of them and collected their bacon. I couldn't move more than a couple of meters from the fire before freezing, so I had to be quick with my task, moving back and forth from the fire. In prison, thank you. Oh, look at this! Look at this beautiful camp! Everybody wants to be in this camp, because it's a beautiful camp. I'm having a good old time in this playthrough, this glorious attempt number 2. Glorious. The bats were back, but that's favorable as I get both sanity and health killing them. I also got a bird trap without using any bait. Must have been one unlucky bird. Skinning him gave me a morsel. Great news. You're not nibbling on my food, are you? Don't you nibble. Do not dare to nibble on my food. I kept rearming my trap for more birds as I now knew they could also yield meat. I also made a thermal stone and I found a use for my mandrake. A pan flute to soothe savage beasts. But I didn't have the pesty hat so my plans didn't see the light of day. I'm pretty prepared for this winter. There's a calm inside me right now. An excitement. Hope. And that's what you need in this dystopian landscape. Hope. Maybe you can get like scissors and actually just shave the beefalo. I should check for scissors. Who the fuck thinks of shaving after name dropping scissors and not recalling the actual razor we used with Wilson? I feel like I feed into the possibilities more for this attempt. But you know what? I'm gonna fuck it up some way. I'm probably gonna get killed by a big wet moose goose mosquito monster man. I was out hunting beefalo for wool, the last piece of the puzzle before we could make the winter hat and make us impervious to the cold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 beefalos. Way too many to take on at the same time. But we must have lured away an outsider, because the herd gave up really fast. I got 3 wool from the beast, which was a good start but not enough. We needed more. The small beefalo was in late stages of adolescence now, not fully covered in fur. Puberty can be rough. I did the same procedure as last time, and even the adolescent beefalo joined the fight this time. He seemed very insecure about his abilities though. What is he? After the merman joined, spiders also joined, and chaos ensued. I managed to get the hairy beast down and got the required wool. That could have been messy. It was messy. Can you pick cactuses by using the shovel? Or cactuses? Can you eat cactuses? Because I think in real life, not that I have too much experience of that life, but I think you can actually split a cactus up and there's a fruit inside. That's some real life knowledge for you right there. Yeah, go ahead, Google it, Google it, Google it. I picked up beefalo droppings, which I used to fertilize these bushes with it back at camp. They're not going to yield any berries during winter, but when summer comes, they'll blossom. I then threw together a few dishes and got crafting the winter hat for my cold noggin. I took care of the bat invasion and cleaned up my bird trap before setting it up again. As I was stuffing my face with the honeyest of nuts, I caught another bird. One could probably set up a few more traps and just live on these stupid fucking birds. Stupid birds. Oh, seafaring dog. Freeze it. Can anyone tell me why this dag just froze? Are they also affected by the cold? Alright, unfreeze. The blue dag dropped a blue gem. That's probably good for something, but is it going to help me survive? Probably not. I cleared up my pots, cooked my fish that was about to go bad, and caught 3 more birds, rendering my bird trap useless. It's so stable out here now that I don't really know what to get, what to do. I feel like I'm set for winter. I'm not gonna die during winter if I don't go out and try one of the bosses. I'm not gonna die of starvation. I'm not gonna die of the cold. I have my thermal stone, I got the abrasive vest, I got the winter hat. Cocky motherfucker. I made a new chest, and adjacent to that I set up a new light lightning rod just to be sure I covered all structures. I checked out the crafting menu for possible items in the future and found both a scale mail and a walking cane that might be of interest. I was missing both scales and a walrus tusk though. I knew how to find a walrus tusk, kill a walrus, but the scales would be harder to acquire. The only thing I could think of that would drop a scale would be the dragonfly, and I wasn't going to try and kill him at this stage. But I found a couple of walruses.
Ouchie mama! Break free of the chains that is this H2O in its frozen state, and I'm gonna kick his ass. No, I'm not, because he's running away. Is this his child, or is this his grandpa? He looks old. He left? Did they run away? Cowards! Cowards! Get back here. Feel the tip of my spear penetrate your lungs.
I got a bunch of fun stuff. A blow dart, a tusk, and a tam o'shanter. Get a vision board, boys, when you play this game. Have a vision board, put up everything that you want on that vision board. Give out some positive vibes into the universe that is Don't Starve, and thou shalt receive.
Tell it, preacher! Stand down from heaven! The spirit and the glory sanctify.
The Lord deep inside, I lit up the forest in his name and cleared up his funky creations nearby. I found my recent victim's winter camp, which I tried to smash, but it was too sturdy. The next day, I mapped out the area, all while collecting a few more berry bushes.
Froggle Bunwich. Look at the legs sticking out.
I ate the half-prepped sandwich and looked up the next area to map out. I went throughout the no walking zone, which is all good and fine as long as you don't stop to smell the flowers. Through the deadly pass we collected saplings and more bushes.
Die, you flying rats!
Trying to spread rabies in my camp? I don't think so. Oh, is it deerclops? Can you hear? I didn't kill him last time. Oh, bring it on, meatbag. I'm getting cocky. I don't think he's even gonna be a worthy foe. Not for us. I looked into a more sturdy armor for the upcoming tassel with deerclops, but I only had enough for a pesky log suit. Is he gonna enter our camp here? Gonna enter our camp, isn't he? You're not allowed in my camp. Oh, he's already coming? Oh, he's coming. Three hits. Ouchie mama. 3 more hits. Maybe go to the side. Ouchie mama again. We also got hit by the long and spooky ghost hand. Always with the long and spooky hand when you're getting busy with deerclops. Always. You long-legged motherfucker. The unthinkable happened. He got Chester. Oh, my insanity is going down. I hadn't noticed the insane drop of sanity when I was in the proximity of bosses before. We have to find something to either restore sanity or make us immune to their aura. Get him away from the camp then. Oh, yeah, why not? You can help. No? You're not helping? Oh, you're going back, are you? Oh, no! Okay, he was a worthy foe. I gave it another go, kiting him away from my camp, but he always gives up and just returns to his spawn point. Oh shit, he's ruining my fucking camp! I tried to reach for my meat, but I just wasn't quick enough. We had to make the rounds again. I got really annoyed at this bat following us. Right when I was going to clonk him on his noggin, he bit us. Oh no. That was a lot tougher than I thought it would be. I should have another touchstone here somewhere. All the way down here. Oh no. Deerclops. Is it even possible to kill him when you're alone in this game? The game does not scale to a solo player. I've since this playthrough understood there to be a mod that fixes this, but I've not used it for these 100 days. I've got 2 minutes and I haven't prepared a chest. I've got nothing. This is gonna be a tough one. I'm not gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't think there's time. I'm fucked. I'm screwed. There's no way. Oh, the humanity. God damn it. Ugh. And we're back to this awful screen. It's actually quite good, but I don't really enjoy it as I've died recently. I'm not gonna look at any other character. I'm gonna go Siegfried, and I'm gonna go with the deerclops costume again. It didn't at all help me befriend deerclops, but I like how she looks. I did actually notice that deerclops spawn from day 30 to day 31 in both my attempts. So when we hear that first breath, I think we have to leave the camp. We might actually have to leave the camp at like day 28, get ourselves a buffer zone if there's plus or minus 1 day, and be in the wilderness so he spawns outside of the wilderness so our camp is safe at least. Then we can maybe take the fight to him if we need to, if we got the guts, if we're brave enough. And we also need to find something to restore a heap amount of sanity in between the rounds that we have with him, like round 1, round 2, round 3, because that sanity just plummeted to the fucking
abyss. We might not actually be heading to winter. I think it's random whether it's going to go towards summer or winter, but I guess we'll find out.
It's when the hoppity taste buds de-aggro that you go in and get hit with everything you try to avoid. Mouth organs swinging left and right.
Give me your hair! Give me your dead protein that you have on your body! I need it! I need it to survive.
I got chased and discovered an early touchstone. Yeah, baby. But I couldn't check off the other beef man. These two are going through it together, through thick and thin. I ended up killing them both and got away with 6 wool, 1 horn, and 8 meat. Booyah! Moving towards gold-rich territory, I caught another rabbit and came upon...
What? What's that? That's something new. It's a reptile, lizard thing. It's a gecko, grass gecko. There's a lot of grass geckos. Obviously, they're not going to be friendly if I kill one of their friends. He had grass on himself. And they're super... Are they just... They're scared? 100% scared? These are great at supplying grass. What do you get if you actually kill one of them? They're not at all hostile, even if I attack one of them. You have to wait, though, until they're asleep.
These lazy buggers were quick. I was only able to get in 1 hit at a time. And keeping tabs on your target, good luck with that. Daddy Necklace took matters into his own stork legs and kicked a few into submission, giving us leafy meat. I ate it raw and lost sanity. Cooking it removed the negative and satiated us somewhat. Not the best meat, but it was meat.
Moon rock! I haven't seen that before. Ah, suspicious dirt pile. We know what that means now. A coliphant. These guys are lazy pajamases.
I collected a few more nuggets before spelunking for an underground adventure. I then saw something vague on the map that was indiscernible for me, so I walked closer.
I don't dare. No, you stay away. Oh, he can smell me. He can smell me. I'm leaving.
My fight or flight kicked in, and it was all flight. Where there is one bunny, there is many a bunny.
See if I've hit him before. Nope. See if I hit this guy before, or that guy, or that guy, or that guy. I've hit that guy before, and that guy. Now we're talking.
While mining, I could feel his eyeballing me. Collecting his remains, I now had a staggering 16 clubs of meat.
It's a coal miner boogie. It's a coal miner boogie.
With the necessary minerals acquired, I was about to set up a science machine. But then I recalled my touchstone and thought it would be better to set it up in the vicinity of that instead. That way we can start to store away items and be somewhat protected should we die, which is a high probability.
I've yet to see the Pig King in this game. Does he exist? Why wouldn't he exist? Why would they remove such a beautiful creature like the Pig King?
Yes, why indeed. But where is he? On my way, I collected saplings and decided to ignore the arachnids, as I didn't have room for their silken glands. I got a science machine up and running and cleared up what would be my future garden. I crafted my standard equipment for combat, a chest and this super awesome mega cool backpack. I then cut off the legs of this taste bud. The hive mind answered in spades.
Oh yeah, scissors. Scissors to shave. Maybe the razor works to just shave these guys. I just need the science machine. Small blade, but a blade nonetheless. Can't I? No. This lady can't use it, probably because she's a lady. She doesn't know how to shave because well, she might have shaved her legs actually. You never know what the survivors do on their spare time, you know. Wink, wink. Can I do? Oh, let him sleep, then I'll prune him. You can use it that way? All right, I'm gonna shave you. No way! It actually worked. And I got a lot of it as well. Not bad at all. What a great find.
And a hell of a shaving party.
Oh, poor bastards. Look at them. They're all sad and shit now. Oh, I ruined them. Sorry. Candy corn. Candy corn. Why could I eat that? That's not meat.
I guess Vigfrid is not picky when it comes to sugar.
What the fudge? Candy bag. That was great.
At least I thought it would be great, but it turns out that the candy bag only stores candy. Who could have guessed? It started pouring down and I didn't have enough materials for the parasol, let alone the umbrella. But I only needed 6 flowers for the parasol, so I collected all I could find. It then stopped raining when I had acquired what I needed, so I didn't bother with the parasol. Spelunking down into the caves, I found these blue mush trees. I had a suspicion they would yield blue caps.
Blue cap, indeed.
I was right, and I think I've heard that the caps are mega good at restoring sanity if cooked. So I chopped away until I had 20 big ones. I think I just saw a giant tentacle before getting interrupted by a
earthquake. Whoa!
If the small tentacle slaps the bejesus out of me, how hard must the giant one slap? I gathered my last remaining bushes and stole what goods I could while the geckos gave their lives to the ostrich.
I have this road, I can go this way. I have that road, I can go that way, or that way, or this way. Or that way, that way, that way, that way, that way, that way.
I didn't want to spend any more time in this area, so I made my way back towards our camp. I threw together a stale meaty dish, only giving me a sensation of being full in its current state. I then collected a few flowers for a sanity check. I expanded the camp with a fire pit, planted the bushes, saplings, grass, trees, and protected them all with a lightning rod. No fire hazards here.
I'm doing the Lord's work. I'm planting trees.
I smashed the pig sticks with my new hammer and built 2 new chests. My meat, meaning my clumps of protein and my frog legs, was going stale, so I cooked them up for a tasty meal before heading out again. I found a bamboo stick to shoot darts out of, as well as picking a few reeds and hunting the legendary Colifant.
Don't lose the trail now, Baba Ganoush.
God damn it. I entered a war between tentacles and leg-wearing balls. While distracted, I snuck in and sent their nest to Valhalla. The tentacle helped me out a lot, but I took over to finish them off.
It's impossible to kite that many spiders or any creature for that matter.
I found another spelunkable hole.
Anything of value. Can I pick these up? Oh, I can't shovel them.
I had high hopes I could plant them around the base for a steady source of light.
I haven't really explored one of these caves yet. I cannot give myself the title Master Spelunker. Let's go on up. I want this pine cone.
I dug up a few spiky bushes. I wanted to try out and use them as an organic fence, but I had my doubts.
I'm gonna take a guess that monsters are just gonna be able to walk on right through them.
I continued my spider conquest, giving me a total of 17 silk and 6 glands. I also acquired another tentacle spike that I would stow away in my chest, never to see it again. Good stuff. Heading homeward, I was still unsure if we were going towards summer or another winter. I didn't commit the length of day to memory. I was in the unknown.
I'm not sure if this is actually gonna do anything, but let's put the spiky bush around the touchstone just in case.
Now I needed ashes to be able to make a healing salve. That means I had to burn things. I like burning things.
Oh yeah, maybe you only get ashes from smaller trees.
Ashes do seem to be excluded from Big Papa trees. I only get it by burning his young ones.
Light it up! Another trail? Why not? Let's pick up that trail. But it's stupid to do it during the night though. Ah, moonlight coming in clutch again. We have the trail.
And I tracked the beast throughout the night.
Come on. Hush. The creature is near. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Colifant bastard.
Ah, slippery devil. I had to trap him up against the shoreline before landing a hit. We got meat, and the precious trunk that we will somehow incorporate into a vest.
Oh, let's head back to our base camp, and it's just here. It's down below. Great stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff. Perfect. Now we have the vest. Wonderful. Splendid. I want an ice box, and we just need the gears. I think 3 is a good number of crockpots. Let's see what we can get. So I'm gonna try some different things here. I can always go down and get more blue caps. So monster meat and blue caps, just blue caps, regular meat and blue caps. Let's see what that gives us. Meatballs, of course.
My dingus of a brain made more ratatouille before connecting the dots. We are a carnivore. No veggies, doofus. Prepare to be disappointed.
I have my winter gear ready, and the days are actually getting shorter, so we're moving towards winter this time as well. Maybe it's not random. Maybe this game always goes towards winter. Where might I find gears? I'm not gonna go to a location that I've been to, so I think I'm just gonna go to the left here.
I collected my cash from the traps on my way, but the road quickly came to an end.
We're going that way instead then.
I spelunking into another cave, but I didn't find anything of interest in my circle of courage, which has a radius of 2 meters. My new route went back through camp, so I stocked up on a few things and tried out my dish prospect for restoring sanity.
Oh, that's gonna be an issue. I thought blue caps and stuff was actually gonna give me something to restore sanity with. That's obviously not the case. Oh, I'm not gonna attack any frogs here. Jesus, the massacre. Ah, well, hello, Chester Rooney. Good to make your acquaintance. Welcome, my friend.
My new road of choice also came to an abrupt end.
Let's go this way.
As always, I take a stroll through our camp when we can to stock up on balls of meat and stuff.
Yeah, buddy. Another one. We're gonna build a chest and we're gonna put some stuff in that one.
But do you think I did? No! I found the stage again and it was calling out to me. I swapped clothes with a mannequin nearby and performed. Scene 1, Act 1.
Long ago in a land oh so far away, a strange magic filled the air, and a porcelain doll came to life. You don't see a talent like that every day, thankfully.
I couldn't get into Act 2, so I left the glamorous life of an actress behind. We were still in the hunt of a gear for the icebox. I killed a pig and tore down his hides before getting my hopes squashed again.
Oh, come on, come on, come on. Nope, nothing. What are you gonna do? Spider Queen is probably here somewhere. Okay then. And we're going back again. I haven't seen a single wormhole, have I? Ah, there's one. And there's a road up here. Okay, so let's go that way. Ooh. Oh, shoot. We're a long way from Kansas now, boy. Ouchie mama, ouchie massa. Whoo-wee. Nope, that dog just won't hunt.
Hoping for some luck, I looked through a couple of tumbleweeds. I found wires, but hold on, where's Chester?
Chester! What are you doing? Burning up.
With Chester back in line, we attacked a group of dogs in their dens. We got both bone shards and a few of their teeth for our troubles. Then we found him, the king of bacon. Finally. I found a lot of meat just laying around, so I collected those before striking up a new recovery chest.
Just a little bit of materials. Doesn't have to be super much, but just a few things. Here you go. I mean, here you not go? Gears. We want gears.
Gears I want, but cannot find. I was unsuccessful in shoveling the cactus, so I grabbed it with my bare hands. It obviously poked me. I then crossed over from the savannah to this deciduous forest and threw together a campfire and gathered a few logs for the night.
Ah! What is this? There might be a lot of them. I heard something. What? Oh, is it some type of boss? Yeah, let's attack it.
Bro, I'm actually just a tree.
We can't. Woo! A pan flute! A curious homage to the gods. What is that birch nut tree? Maybe we should burn him. Is he still here? Don't forget that we have to get back before winter, otherwise we're screwed.
I got a science machine up and running so that we can make ourselves a log suit for the upcoming battle with the tree. It could perhaps both protect us and offend him at the same time.
Where are you? What, did he leave? No. Did I miss an opportunity here?
The damn tree must have blended in with the rest of the forest. I explored the rest of the area and I damned my soul by killing 2 cats. Winter was getting closer and my last Hail Mary to find a gear would have to be in this desert.
Just one little gear, that's all I'm asking for. One small, tiny little gear. I want to be lucky. Oh, yeah, baby! We got the gears. Okay, let's make our way back. Fuck yeah. Let's not walk too close to the magma nor the dragonfly, because we will die. Through the wormhole we go.
On my way back, I scared a couple of geckos, got a few nuggets of gold, and killed an ostrich. Back home, we put on a pot with a few birch nuts and built a fridge. I also tried cooking with a few basilisk wings, which gave me
Meatballs. Okay, hell yeah.
I then did some gardening work, and due to my low inventory space and lack of organization skills, I built another chest. My log stock had taken a beating, so I also chopped a few trees.
No, ho, 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 ho. Up, you bastard. I'm gonna need a breezy vest. I'm gonna need a winter hat. Oh yeah, now I know what I wanted to get. A bird cage. I wanted to get a bird cage and a bird trap. I'm gonna need a bird trap as well. If we are quick enough, we can get the silk, make a trap, and then just feed the bird all the stale monster meat. Hopefully.
I had a couple of spider legs close by, so it didn't take long before I was smacking the many leg creatures right on their noggins. I left with 9 silk and 2 glands, and the tentacle dropped one of its spots as well. I built and set the bird trap, planted a few more bushes, and then started force feeding the poor bastard we just caught.
Just lay them damn eggs.
Poor bastard had to pop out 16 eggs in mere minutes.
Daily gift. Huzzah! Woo! Torn wolfman trousers. Yes, let's become the wolf. We are now wolfmen. We're part of the wolf pack.
Winter drew nigh and I was feeling more and more passive. I didn't know my next move. I made a thermal stone and then decided to store away my backpack for winter. I'm going to need the slot for warm clothes and armor. The backpack will be too much of a liability out in the wild. I caught 2 additional birds and cooked 5 more meals in the pots before moving out towards my trap for some possible conies. The meat was stale and rotten, so I picked up this marble statue instead.
I don't know why we need it, but why not? Oh yeah, aren't there statues without, like, heads? If there's a horse body, maybe you should place this suspicious-looking marble horse head on one of those.
I got the statue back to camp when there was an ambush of dags. Their meaty bits became part of my winter stew.
What to do, what to get, what to get, what to do.
Big questions. I dove into the crafting menu, looking at both fishing and farming options.
Use a tackle receptacle to build a prototype. What the fuck? Driftwood piece. Now I need a driftwood piece. Till soil for crop seeds. Garden hoe. Let's try this one. Is this actually not doing anything?
I thought the till would help us create farmable soil, but it turns out the garden digamajig was the way to go for that.
Oh, okay. We're onto something here.
And now we can use the till.
You dare trespass upon my garden. Do I need a weed whacker? I can till, but I might need a weed whacker. Less poop on hands, more poop on plants. Nutrition, gardening hat, one-man band. Oh, Wow, wow, wee, wow. There's just so much. There's just so much. Yeah, food and gardening. But there wasn't any weed thing, was it?
Winter was now in full swing. Plants usually don't grow during winter, but as I had just made the farming discovery, I grabbed my seeds, tilled the soil, and planted what I could.
Oh, there's a whole new level of farming here.
Hello, penguins! Welcome into my camp. You're allowed to stay as long as you lay eggs, 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 and more eggs. And I want 3 or 4 eggs per hour. Go. The penguins left as soon as I laid out the terms for their stay. Cheap bastards. I packed a lunch, made a new battle helm, and went out to find meat. A bonus would be to find a lonely walrus and poach their tusks for a walking cane. I found and killed 2 necklace creatures. I also stole their eggs, but they wouldn't stack in the inventory, so I left them to hatch without a mother. I am cruel. With nothing holding us back and being quite comfortable, I thought I might expand our fog of war a bit, mapping out the regions. So I found and jumped through a wormhole. Where are we? We went from that one to this one. On the other side, I engaged in battle with these pesky spiders. Not paying attention, I almost died.
Of course, I don't have my battle helm on. Rookie mistake.
I then went on and risked it all, and for what? I'm really asking, because I don't know why.
It would be so typical of me to go and die now. Ooh, mine? Have I just used the wrong equipment? I can mine them. Oh, hell. I've just used the wrong equipment all this time. Pawn figure sketch.
I also found a queenly figure sketch. My guess is that they're part of a quest, or perhaps they're like blueprints we found in the base game. With the marble in hand, I headed home and crafted the marble suit. And with that, we've pulled through 100 days of Don't Starve together. And we did not starve. That has to count for something. It's so easy to just prioritize your own survival when you're new to the game, that you neglect or push the challenges you've set for yourself. So let us criticize the progress of our goals, shall we? We started out strong and instantly completed goal number 1. I was incredibly near at closing out goal number 2. I was unable to find out more about the chessboard for the simple reason that I didn't find a chessboard. I established dominance over the Spider Queen, hence dominating this challenge, and I'm going to null and void the last one as the cave system seems to be as big as the overworld. I'll give this result 8 out of 5 eggplants. Extremely delusional. Let me know if you'd like to see a 200 days of Don't Starve together, but alone. And throw in a possible challenge if you know of one. Phrase it in a non-spoiler way, I don't want too much information. Be sure to check out some of my other videos, like my first 100 days of Don't Starve. Okay, eat your vegetables.